they will take their wedding vows. It is our honor and our privilege to stand witness. You are the people who are most important to Stacy and Jason. The people at this wedding are the ones who are closest to them and can truly appreciate the love that they share and the commitment that they are making to one another. And yes, you can all sigh, you can all breathe a sigh of relief because these two have finally found true love. Today is a day to celebrate. Before we begin our celebration today, Stacy and Jason would like to take a moment to recognize those family members that cannot be here. I would like to specifically take a moment for everyone to remember Stacy's son, Jonathan, the brother that Alex and Johnny will never meet, and the son that Jason will never meet. He was full of sunshine and left love and light in the hearts of his family. We must also recognize the child that Stacy and Jason lost before birth. These children, although not physically with us, will always have a place in the heart of this family. The sign of peace is a beautiful Catholic tradition that actually transcends all religions. Let us offer one another the sign of peace. Please take the hand of the people closest to you and say, "Peace be with you." God in heaven above, please protect the ones we love. We honor all you created as we pledge our hearts and lives together. We honor Mother Earth and ask for our marriage to be abundant and grow stronger through the seasons. We honor fire and ask that our union be warm and glowing with love in our hearts. We honor wind and ask that we sail through life safe and calm as in our Father's arms. We honor water to clean and soothe our relationship, that it may never thirst for love. With all the forces of the universe you created, we pray for harmony and true happiness as we forever grow young together. Amen. I would like to begin the story of Stacy and Jason with a quote by Marianne Williamson. Every ending is a new beginning. Through the grace of God, we can always start again. Stacy and Jason originally met in 2015 on Jason's first day working in the warehouse where Stacy was the worst forklift driver ever. Basically, she would make messes by dropping pallets of merchandise and Jason would clean them up. The first time she needed him to clean up the mess, she called to him. Lowering the stock picker and smiling, something in Jason's eyes made Stacy know that he was someone that she wanted to get to know better. Maybe it was just the confusion in his eyes, because Jason actually thought she was someone that he had known in elementary school. He was wrong, but nonetheless, in the 6 months that they worked together, they became close. Almost 2 years later, an odd twist of fate brought these two back together in a chance encounter. It was a second chance, and neither of them wanted to miss it. Jason had been living as an introvert with no intentions of ever being in a relationship again. But when he ran into Stacy, he knew that he was lying to himself. He immediately wanted a relationship with her. Stacy told her friend Paula that she had found McDreamy. She knew she loved him when he saw her sadness and wanted to be there with her and for her. For a while, Stacy pushed back, needing to be alone in her grief over Jonathan. But after the loss of their unborn child last March, she knew that she didn't want to go through life without Jason. She asked him to marry her, and he said yes. And that is the way that two completely different people came together in acceptance and respect for one another. Through the grace of God, Stacy and Jason were given the chance to start again. I would like to read these words by James Kavanaugh. Each life has its beginnings, each with its own special promises. Each a new door opening to some new wonder, each a unique melody fashioned in our hearts, each a personal adventure. Such beginnings are a renewal of our very being, a fragile gift that must be tended and loved, nourished and understood, until all that can be, will be, and life continues to be a joyful creation of promises and original melodies and endless new beginnings. I would like to ask Johnny and Alex to come forward. To now turn to a sand ritual to symbolize the union of this family. Each of these containers of sand represents all of the aspects of yourselves, all that you are and all that you will ever be. As they're poured together, we know that they do not disappear, they do not melt into each other. Each individual grain of sand remains whole, even as it mixes with all of the other grains. And so, to you, and all the aspects of your hearts and minds and spirits remain whole, as you are part of the bigger unit called family. Jason and Stacy, if you would pick up your containers of sand and pour half of your sand into the large container. This sand will represent the foundation of this family. Now, Johnny, I would like to ask you to pour all of your sand in the container. You can kind of swirl it around as you do. Well, that's good too. It works. Now, Alex, I would like to ask you to pour all of your sand into the container. Good job. And now Stacy and Jason will pour the white sand into the container to represent the spirits of the children that are not physically with us today. We know that never again can this container of sand be separated into the smaller containers as they were before. And now that you have all joined together, understand that you can never be separated into exactly the individual that you were before. You have been changed, and you will continue to be changed by the ongoing process of love and commitment and shared experiences. Today, as Jason and Stacy formalize their commitment to each other, we know that they do not enter into this commitment alone. Jason brings with him two amazing sons, Alex and Johnny. Over the past year, you two and Stacy have gotten to know each other pretty well. Today, Stacy and your dad are getting married. This is a special day for you as well as for them. Stacy would now like the opportunity to share her thoughts and feelings with you.
Alex and Johnny, I want you to know how much I deeply appreciate that you share your Father's love with me. And I would like to share the love in my heart with both of you. I promise to be fair and to be honest, be available for you just as much as I am for your give you respect and true friendship, as well as my love. I would like to have a place in your hearts that is especially for me, and I will hold a place in my heart for each of you. I will cherish my life with both of you and your dad in it. On this day when I marry your dad, my life will be even more complete because of having the two of you as part of my life.
I would now ask that the four of you, Stacy, Jason, Alex, and Johnny, to always make sure that your home is a place of happiness for all who enter it. I ask that you make sure that your home is a place of refuge where every one of you will always know that you are accepted and loved unconditionally. And I would ask that you always make sure that your home is a place of light and truth, a place of beauty, and a place of joy and happiness for all the days of your lives. Stacy and Jason, something magical is now about to happen. You are about to declare your love and take your vows before witnesses. No matter what life may bring, whether it is the wonderful sound of laughter or the anguish of tears, whether life brings abundance or hardship, sickness or health, now you will walk this walk called life hand in hand, committed as a married couple. I ask that you put your relationship on the altar of your lives and dedicate yourselves to it. Beauty and youth fade away. Money comes and goes. But as long as you have your love, you have everything. And so, on this day, as you are wed, it is worthwhile to contemplate that you could not and you would not be standing before us today if you hadn't followed your dreams. Your wedding today is a celebration of your love and commitment. Before you are joined together in marriage, I am called to remind you of the serious, binding, and holy nature of the relationship to which you are committing today. The ancient rite of marriage is the voluntary, deliberate, and full commitment of two individuals to one another to become partners for a lifetime. Marriage is a sacred rite. A commitment to marriage is made in the deepest sense possible, to the exclusion of all others, and it is entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intention that it will last forever. Jason, the woman whose hand you hold loves you very much. With just a 3-second look into your eyes, she saw into your soul. She is wonderful with your boys, and she is able to push through life's worst adversities. Her strength inspires you. You must never take her for granted, but must keep your heart open and turn toward her. Your life and love will be Stacy's greatest source of joy. And so I ask, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to this woman, Stacy Lynn Wurz, in marriage? Do you promise to trust and honor her, to love her faithfully through the best and worst of times, through sickness and good health? and never forget the reason for marrying her today?
I do.
Stacy, the man whose hands you hold loves you very much. He understands your emotions, he takes time to listen, and he makes you feel safe and loved. He is great with his kids, and he shows you every day how much he loves you. You must never take him for granted, but must keep your heart open and turn toward him. Your life and love will be Jason's greatest source of joy. And so I ask, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourself to this man, Jason Kenneth Alamond, in marriage? Do you promise to trust and honor him, to love him faithfully through the best and the worst of times, through sickness and good health, and never forget the reason for marrying him today?
I do.
I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear, and whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful, you are my world, my true. And it's you who are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing, is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. I would like to bless the hands that will wear the rings. Please join your left hands. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future together. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. With these hands, you will wipe away tears of sorrow and happiness from each other's eyes. These hands will hold you together and give you strength as you walk this earth together. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. The rings. Jason, repeat after me as you slide the ring onto Stacy's finger. Stacy.
Stacy.
This ring.
This ring.
A gift for you.
A gift for you.
Symbolizes my desire.
Symbolizes my desire.
That you be my one true love.
That you be my one true love.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
Stacy, repeat after me as you slide the ring onto Jason's finger. Jason. This ring. A gift for you. Symbolizes my desire. That you be my one true love. From this day forward. This marriage, now avowed, is symbolized by your rings. Rings are an ancient symbol, blessed and simple. Round like the sun, like the eye, like arms that embrace. Circles for love that is given comes back round again and again. Therefore, may these symbols remind you that your love, like the sun, illuminates. That your love, like the eye, must see clearly. And that your love, like arms that embrace, is a grace upon this world. May all who see these rings know that you love and you are loved. Jason and Stacy, you said that your hope for the future is to live a long and healthy, toxic-free, all-American life together. We wish this for you. You've said that you hope to buy your dream home and to travel to at least one foreign country. We wish this for you as well. You've said that, God willing, you hope to have a child together. We wish this upon you. So, as you prepare to leave here today as a married couple, we wish you all the blessings that life can bring. Health, joy and gladness, creativity and inspiration, love and companionship, happiness and prosperity for all of the days of your life. You have made vows before these witnesses and exchanged rings so that all who see them know your love and commitment to each other. You have been given good wishes from everyone here. Now, all that remains for you is to seal your vows with a kiss as I announce to the people who mean the most to you that you are now husband and wife. Jason, you may kiss your beautiful bride. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Jason Alamond.
We can get some good pictures.
And now my brother's going to do a doo-wop.